Welcome everyone to another edition of Numerical Gems. In the Torah portion of Yitro, we have the description of what's called the giving of the Torah. The 10 Commandments are revealed in the Parsha of Yitro. And we can ask the question, why 10 commandments? Why not 8? Why not 12? What's the significance that there were 10 commandments? So we're going to see now a string of number 10s which all connect together and will help answer the question we asked, why 10 commandments? So if we go back to creation, we're told that God created the world with 10 mamarot, 10 expressions. Every morning we say, Baruch She'amar B'haya Olam. Blessed is the one who spoke and the world came into being. And we take that not just as poetry, but if you look in the story of creation, so 9 different times it says, Vayomer Elokim Yehi. God said, let there be. And then whatever was supposed to be created came into being. The first one was, Vayomer Elokim Yehi Or, Vayehi Or. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Meaning that through the agency, the channel of speech, light actually was created. So for God, speech and action were simultaneous. And then the 10th is the first verse of the Torah, Bereshit, is considered also an expression from God. So 10 different times God is creating through speech. These 10 mamarot are said in Kabbalah to represent, to express the 10 sfirot. The 10 sfirot are the 10 divine emanations through which God creates and maintains the world. So these 10 sfirot really are synonymous with the 10 mamarot. So through 10 expressions of speech and through 10 sfirot, 10 channels through which God, an infinite God, is channeling infinite energy into a finite world. The first Jew is Avraham. And according to tradition, he is tested 10 times. Each one of the tests was meant to bring more and more of his potential into actuality. And as he passed each one of the tests, he became more of a fitting vessel to be, in fact, the first Jew. And then we have the number 10 again. When we were in Egypt, enslaved, it was through 10 plagues that we came out of slavery to freedom. And then we have the 10 commandments. So this string of 10s, they all connect together. And the way we could see it is in a explanation of Rashi, when in the 6th day it says that on the 6th day, Yom HaShishi, each of the days ends, it was evening and it was morning. The first day, the second day, actually the first day says Yom Echad, one day. Because according to tradition, everything that would ever be created was already created in potential on the first day. This is exactly similar to the idea of the Big Bang, where everything that would ever be created was already in that seed that explodes. And the universe is still expanding from that original point of, we'll call it matter, but it was like a seed that contains everything that will come out of it. So we're told the same thing on the first day. But all the other days are called, it was evening and it was day, second day, third day, fourth day. Only the sixth day does it say the sixth day, ha-shishi. Vayi-erev, vayi-voker, yom ha-shishi. So Rashi addresses this. Why does it have to say the sixth day? And he explains, he said, it's hinting to another sixth day, the 6th of Sivan, which is when we celebrate Shavuos, the giving of the Torah, the 10 Commandments. But Rashi continues and says that God says, if you receive the Torah on the 6th of Sivan, good. And if not, I'll return the world to tohu vavohu, to chaos and void. And Rashi points out that it was as if all of creation was what's called on condition, that the Jewish people would receive the Torah at Sinai. In other words, without that foundation, moral, ethical, spiritual foundation, there's really no real purpose to the world. When God created the world, it was on condition that it would be settled. It would have a firm foundation of ethics and morals and spirituality. And so here we see that the 10 Commandments are not just a further expression of the 10 expressions through which the world is created, but the very purpose is only revealed with the 10 Commandments. So here we have the 10 expressions of creation, which are the 10 channels through which God creates and maintains the world. But here we have with Abraham, the 10 tests is a transition from not being a Jew to being a Jew. It was as if Avram was the first convert. And so, but it came through the agency of 10 tests. And just like we went from slavery to freedom, also through the 10 plagues, it's also a transition. If we go back to creation, the 10 expressions is a transition from no world to world. So we see that the number 10 is always representing a transition. And so when God reveals the 10 Commandments, it's also a transition from God being very, very hidden to a full revelation in front of millions of people. It was a transition from hiddenness to revelation. And so here we see the string of the number 10s. They all flow together and reveal the very purpose of creation. And in the middle is Abraham. And Avram has the mission of revealing the moral and ethical standard by which God wants this world to run. And that is our mission to this day. May we fulfill it faithfully and successfully.